Welcome back to Real Estate Talk with Tisha. I'm still here with probate and estate planning attorney Mark Duvernay, and on this second segment of a three-part series, we're going to be talking about conservatorships. If you missed our last video, it was about probate, so I would encourage you to go to the LA Vision Properties YouTube channel to go check that out. But conservatorships are something that sometimes come up in real estate transactions where I have clients who are coming to me who may need to extract equity or make a sale from a property that is owned by maybe one of their parents who's had dementia or who has had a stroke, but in either case no longer has capacity to handle their own affairs. So in that instance, they've got to do a conservatorship. Okay. So what is a conservatorship and why is it needed?
A conservatorship is a court proceeding where the court appoints a third person to oversee the affairs of a person who can no longer do so for themselves.
Okay. And then in that court proceeding, then that third party is going to be approved by the court. And what requirements do they have?
In essence, you file a petition for conservatorship. In this petition, you indicate that the subject of the conservatorship no longer can handle their own financial affairs or their personal affairs. And if that finding is made by the court, they'll appoint a third person to handle the affairs of the subject of the conservatorship.
Okay. And in the context of a conservatorship, can the conservatee's real property be sold?
Yes. In a conservatorship, you can sell real property. It's a little more difficult than in a probate because the court requires that it be in the best interests of the conservatee.
Okay. So in the instance that it is approved by the court, then what happens to the proceeds? Like, can the conservator then use that money to put a down payment on a new house for themselves?
They cannot. What happens at the close of escrow, the check is made payable to the conservatorship. It should be deposited into a conservatorship bank account, and it should be used for the conservatee's well-being.
Okay. And so then whatever's in the conservatee's bank account, that then is under the jurisdiction of the court.
That is correct. In fact, the court has biannual accountings where the conservator has to provide a report of the finances and also provide the court with the bank statements from the conservatorship account.
So once a conservatorship is filed, that's not one set process. How long does the conservatorship last?
The conservatorship will last as long as the conservatee, the subject of the conservatorship, lives. Until that conservatee dies, the conservatorship is ongoing.
Okay.
Or the conservatee could come back and gain capacity, which generally doesn't happen, but that would end the conservatorship as well.
Okay, so there you have it. That's what conservatorships are about. And so real property can actually be transacted, although it's a little bit harder to do in a conservatorship. And so it's interesting to have this take, and I really appreciate you sharing that process with us today. And I will encourage you guys to follow us on the next video where we're going to talk about estate planning and how to avoid this costly and lengthy conservatorship process, and even in the case of the probates, how to avoid that as well through estate planning in a living trust. So if you want to delve deeper into any of these issues and you want more information on probates, conservatorships, or living trusts, I would encourage you to reach out to Mark Duvernay at...
Please call me at 310-348-8486.
Fantastic. And I'd love for you to go to our YouTube channel and like, share, and subscribe these videos. Thanks so much for watching.